We're in Nigeria, man. They can take light and network is bad.
Yeah, yeah. So we're talking about Jai. The female background vocals on the book. Who did that? There were background vocals.
Oh yeah,
Female
yeah.
background.
There were background vocals on there. Big shout out to Debbie Romeo. Her voice is on that record. So
Okay.
yeah, Debbie's an amazing singer.
I mean, yeah. But it sounded like there was a choir. So was it? Did Debbie have to voice it like numerous times, or did she have to?
Yeah, no, Debbie. Her voice is all over the hook. It's her voice, the female voice on the song. Any female voice you hear there, that's Debbie.
Wow.
Yes.
So what is it? We saw it at Baba last year. You're a Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. One time.
Yeah. What we saw the two games together, and I went crazy in that game.
Oh yeah.
And then you told me that
you were there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
I
was there. So you said we should expect like a project this year. So the project still going to drop? Like an EP?
I said what?
You talked about a project dropping, like an EP or something.
Oh.
So it's an EP. Is it still an EP?
Yeah. There's definitely something in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not sure what it is yet.
I mean, you look, Corona. See, 2020 doesn't care about anybody's plans. I just say that. All I say is this: I'm ready.
Yeah, I do.
I'm ready to go. So it's about getting the right time.
Yeah. So what inspired the different kind of Ladipoe? I mean, there's Ladipoe that goes on the office, there's Ladipoe that goes savage, there's Ladipoe that does man already. Does the beat inspire you, or do you prepare your mind to say, I want to make this type of music and then you put it for the beat?
I mean, I think that one is hard to describe because it's like what makes an individual unique. The way you've come up in the world, the friends you've had, the experiences that have made you who you are, make you unique. So I think that's the same thing, I don't have to really research or think about it. When I'm presented with an idea or a song, I approach it the way my spirit connects with it. Music is spiritual, and that's just a side that's hard to describe.
Yeah. So your new single, right? The one with Simi, Know You, I like it.
Yeah.
R&B. I think it's something that I would have loved to do a lot of people, but I'm glad I like it because it's a touchy song. It's very relatable. Everybody goes through something, and it appeals to an audience that matters to them right now.
Yeah.
So when was that song recorded?
The song was recorded in Simi's studio.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to go link up with Simi. Huh?
Yeah. When?
Oh, when? It was recorded 2018. Maybe
what?
Yeah, that's when it was first recorded. Maybe end of 2017, 2018, around that time. That's when we recorded it.
Wow.
Yes.
So why did it take this long to drop? And what is from the song dropping now?
Okay, well, first and foremost, sometimes it takes. We recorded it fairly quickly. We knew what we wanted to do. Once we had gotten on the idea, we knew what we wanted to do. But it took a while because we needed all the pieces to mix and master it, and it just took a while to. Also, it took a while to finish how we wanted it to be, and my focus. I won't say my focus wasn't there, but I needed to drop my album first. You know what I'm saying? I needed to drop my album first. And I'm sure some people will be so surprised to know some of the songs that they loved when they were first recorded. Some of the songs were recorded who knows when. And I think I'm fortunate because when you make really good music, it doesn't matter when you drop it. If you make a really good song, it's a connect with people. Because it's not about a trend. We didn't make a trendy song, we made a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's talk about the fact that a friend of mine, right, Melody Hassan, she works for and she asked me to ask you this question. She says your personality kind of appeals to a type of person, and the audience is predominantly female.
She said my personality
And
what?
that audience loves it. What?
She said my personality what?
Your personality and appeals to a certain type of audience.
Oh.
Like your brand appeals to the female, to a certain type of audience, and that audience is predominantly female, right?
Mm.
So she says, why have you tried? Have you thought about making music like that appeals to that audience predominantly, like over a period of time?
I feel like the music I make already, and first and foremost, about my audience being predominantly female, yes and no. I think that especially if I check, for instance, let's look at it. If I look at my Instagram, I still have predominantly male followers, mainly because a lot of young rappers follow me because they see somebody that they like the way he raps, and they want to kind of emulate that, you know. So I'm followed by a lot of young rappers. I think the female fan base started to grow when I dropped Adore. Now, when I've now dropped Know You, some of them are coming back again. But to answer her question, the one thing that will always be consistent in all my music is life.
Okay.
That will always be consistent with my music.
Yeah.
The sound will always change. I promise you. The sound will always change. I drop Know You now. I guarantee you the next song I drop will not sound like Know You. I just can't. I am not one of those artists that finds a sound and says, this is the only sound, though. Now this one I go use to butter my bread, though. Lifelines, but the sound will change.
Yeah.
And I guess what I want to say is I want people to connect with me and the brand. If they can connect with me and the brand, I can ride through whatever song.
Yeah. Also, you're trying to build a versatile brand that appeals to everybody, not just one type of brand.
I feel like my type of personality is already niche. So the people that already fuck with me, they get us. They, you know what I'm saying? They themselves are a bit somehow too. You know? So we understand each other. Somebody just asked me a question. They said, what inspired Hello Goodbye? The reason why I want to address it real quick is because Hello Goodbye is on my album. And like I said, the things I talk about in real life on interviews, I always put in my music. Hello Goodbye was directly inspired by a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That I'm in, and a particular stage of the relationship where my music was coming in conflict with taking things forward. So that period of time inspired the song Hello Goodbye. And Sir Dowda, who's on the hook, killed it. It was a brilliant hook. I feel like Hello Goodbye is a masterpiece. But yeah, your question, on to you.
Yeah. No. Are you done with that person?
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Yeah, that's the answer.
So let's talk about. You talked about your fans the other time, and one of the problems that we have in this modern time is stand culture, right? Stand culture can be very annoying. So, do you feel a need to check your fans when they are you enjoy the entire thing?
Wait, you said what can be very annoying?
Stand culture. Stands.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel a need to check your fans sometimes, or do you just let them walk the way they want to do?
For me, it's always going to be when somebody appreciates you or somebody likes you for something, they want you to keep doing that something. And when you don't do it, they're going to feel the need to address it. If they like it when you do female songs, if they like it when they're going to tell you. So I feel like it's when you open yourself up, when you expose a certain aspect of yourself, what comes with this is that people are allowed to have opinions, and it's a consequence, and we have to deal with it. Sometimes I think people take it too far, Sean. Sometimes I feel like some people take it too far. Do you know?
Do you have a name for fans though? Like something OFC or Ladi or something?
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to see, but the thing is, I also want to get there because those kind of fans that when people miss Yan online on Twitter, my fans will just ride out for man. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of fans I want. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they definitely deserve music on a regular basis so that they can see. Fans want something to brag about. They want to be proud of the things that they love. So I need to feed them with that music so they can go and brag.
I think you already have fans like that, though. There was a day that I said that I didn't like a particular song in the album. Like 5. No, I'm not joking. I am not joking. That was last year, 2019. Bro, people pulled out receipts and were like, bro, what do you mean? Yeah, bro, it wasn't fun.
Shout out to them. You know?
So, maybe you don't realize.
Let me ask you though, what song was that? I have a feeling.
Yeah. Let me check. I'm sorry. Voices, if yeah.
Oh, you said you didn't like the hook on that one.
Like, bro. Bro,
fans don't like that one. Fans don't like to hear that one though. They don't like that one, man.
People,
yeah,
bro, it wasn't funny.
yeah.
So that's yeah. So we are talking about features, right?
Yeah.
Do you think are you going to do more features for other artists outside yourself, outside the thousands? Yes, going forward.
Yeah, I'm always down to do features, you know. But for me, I'm a lot more selective. You know, I want to make sure that me jumping on the song makes sense for the song. I want to make sure that me and the artist also have some kind of common ground. I really want to shy away from doing songs with people I don't know that well. However, sometimes the exceptions will be made. But you know, I took a break a while back from doing features because I felt like I needed to focus on my own stuff. I felt like I needed to be selfish and let people know what my sound is about and not just get that idea from other people's music. So people always felt Poe is a hip hop head because of the songs they first got introduced to me through Show Them Camp, and I was always rapping on hip hop tracks. Do you know what I'm saying? So we did feel alright. So I knew that people needed to hear my own kind of music, my own style, and feel my own sound and get used to it.
Someone said, I want to ask and answer someone. Someone said you should do it. I want to say you already did a song with titled Falling on Talk About Poe.
Yeah.
So guys, go and get that.
Get that real quick.
Yeah. So someone said, what do you think about indigenous rappers? Do you think they are doing justice to the game?
Do I think yo man, like indigenous rappers are so vital to the space. At the end of the day, we are in Nigeria. We are not in the US. We are in Lagos. We're not in New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can there not be rappers that speak their own language? Like, I feel like they're such a major proponent for the space. I will say one thing though. When I first started rapping, there was always this divide, and to a certain extent, it still kind of exists between indigenous rappers and English-speaking rappers. It's funny because they probably feel like I feel. I felt like because I rapped in English, they were like, this one. So no sabi. This one and you know, which is what it is. But I feel like one thing now that I've been an artist for this long, I respect everybody's craft because I feel like there's a space. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to listen to voices in the club, bro. I don't. I am not going to dance to voices. I'm not going to go and step. You know, no girl is going to bust a wine for you to voices. You know, but if you play Joro in the club, you know what I'm saying? So I don't care. The validity is there. So I will never look at an indigenous rapper and be like, you are rapping in Yoruba. What are you saying? Nah. So to me, it's this space is too small for us to be doing. You don't deserve to be here. Unless you are that's the only thing. You know what I'm saying?
Someone says what? Someone said about someone said what?
Somebody said what?
Someone asked what your real name is.
Somebody actually also asked, did I get Poe from Poets? And my name is Ladipoe. So when I was in Yankee, they couldn't really pronounce Ladipoe properly. So first they started calling me Ladipoe. Then one of my guys was like, bro, that one is hard. Though. He's a Yankee boy. And I'm just gonna call him Poe. So as he started to call me Poe, it started to stick. Family members started calling me Poe. Everybody started calling me Poe. My mom started calling me Poe. And then when I started rapping, it was only natural that I would call myself Poe. Yeah, you know.
Someone says that, are we going to get it talk about Poe too?
I mean, I don't know what I'll call it. I don't know what I'll call it, but unless, you know, God forbid something was to happen to me, you know, I definitely want to release another album. And yeah, you'll be getting another album. But before another album, I'll put out something first. Because you know, when I really talk about Poe, you know, when you release albums, it takes something out of you because you're putting a lot into it. So I know I wanted to do a project or an EP that was more, you know, fun. Like Know You is very relatable. Know You has this fun side. I'm not trying to be too deep, you know. Story. So I wanted to do an EP that was a bit more open, then get back to the album. Because I feel like I want to show people the different sides. I'm always about that. Yeah.
Are you ever going to get a day job? You think you ever going to get a day job?
I mean, I did. I had one. I had one before I started. Before I started to go into rap, you know, I was working in 9 to 5, and that's the reason why I wrote that song, the verse on Chardonnay Music. How far we late one day.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, like, look, I am that guy. I am that rapper that puts his real life into the music. That's why, like, I'm not gonna be. I mean, unless something happens or my life takes a left, I'm not just gonna be talking about gangster stuff. Unless from a particular perspective, I talk about what I see, what I know. Do you know what I'm saying? So that song at that 9 to 5 time. But I do see myself, eventually getting a day job. It might be something that has to do with maybe entertainment, or it might be put me in a space where I enjoy being, and it might not necessarily be a 9 to 5. But I do see myself doing. I feel like I have these brains and the skill set
and the range
to be more than just a rapper, and I want to explore all those things. So whether it's a day job or not, I will definitely.
So, before we close, right? How personal is the story of Know You?
Know You, like, Know You came from a conversation I had with Simi. You know, so I mean, when I got to Simi's house, she is Simi. She's a talented artist. By then, she's had an album out, and wait, has she dropped the album? I can't remember. But anyways, we didn't know each other, so we were trying to know each other. Like, I mean, the truth is, we've seen each other. I know who she is. She knows who I am, but we never spent time together. So she was trying to get to know who I was, and she was asking me questions. I was asking her questions, but her questions were a bit more personal than mine. So I was like,
what?
I was like, if I was in any other situation, if I was talking to another person, I would be rude and tell them I don't know you well enough to answer that. Straight up. But I didn't, so I told her that's what I would have said. And then I was like, you know, that would be such a dope idea for a song. And then later on, when we started to get into the studio to work, we're now like, all right, cool, let's work on this idea, but let's frame it from a perspective of two people who like each other and don't know if it's too soon to say it. You know, because it's funny, song is a conversation between people, but if you actually listen closely, these two people are not talking to each other, they are talking in their heads. They are saying the things that they would have said, but they're not saying.
Are you going to drop a video for it?
I would like to, but obviously Corona has other ideas. So you know, so there will be visuals. There will definitely be visuals for it. We'll do something very creative to showcase the story and what the story is about. But it might not be the video that we would have shot if not for other, you know, the situation. You know, I guess, you know, what I'm trying to do with Know You is try to show that there are different sides to being a rap artist, to being an artist, being a songwriter, because at the end of the day, that's also what I am. I want to show that side because everybody is so focused on the idea that all rappers do, all they do is beef and freestyle. That's cool too. That's one side. I mean, everybody knows what 2019 was about: rap beef. That's cool.
Yeah.
But if we don't make music, how do you raise your profile? How do you make money? Know you is a song, bro. I made a song. I made a masterpiece.
That's a song, like a song.
Yeah.
A song.
Yeah.
So where can people get the new single out now?
The new single "Know You" is out right now on every single platform. It's out on Audio Mac for people who use Audio Mac, Spotify, and Apple Music. I want to tell everybody right now, see, Pulse, the whole Pulse gang is doing their parts, right? They're doing their part. It's up to you guys to do the rest. Because if you like the song, make sure somebody else has heard it. If you haven't heard it, go and hear it. Also, we've been climbing up the charts on the top 100 on Apple Music. Let's climb higher. We went from like 134 to we're now 18. We're trying to get into that top 10. Top 10 energy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your social media handles though, aside IG that we're on.
Yo, so Ladipoe, that's Ladipoe on every single platform. Shout out to my cousin, he just logged in. That's Ladipoe on, my bad. So that's Ladipoe on every single platform. So check me out, follow, like, comment, listen to the music. Make sure you remember that it's top 10 energy. And maybe I might join TikTok soon. I'm not on TikTok, but I'm on Triller. Check me out on Triller.
That was really my final question. Are you ever going to play the challenge for TikTok?
Yo, you know what? Yo, TikTok gang, I'm coming for you. Check Triller gang already got you. Like my video on Triller is ready. The people are like, it has like over 100,000 views. So that's good. Yeah, 100,000 views on Triller. So TikTok gang, coming. Trust me. Yeah, coming. You know, but it's all good. You know, I'm appreciate the support, bro. For real, like appreciate it.
No, thank you for coming into this, bro. It's really good. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I'm sorry we have to cut.
No doubt. Peace and love, gang.
Thank you very much for coming up.
You guys, for real.
Thank you, bro.